The end of the year, and you find yourself in that playoff hunt. You want to get these early September games.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the #2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here. Stroud begins with a pass. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. From the gun, here's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Stroud to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, fourth down, and it's the former Chief, Tommy Townsend, to punt for Houston. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. Won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll try and play with some pace early on. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Gonna look deep, looking for more. Jimmy Ward with the good coverage that time gets a hand in there. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. With that, let's get a look at the Bears draft class for 2024. Obviously, highlighted by those two top 10 picks, both from what was the Pac-12. Caleb Williams at #1, Rome Odunze at #9. Chicago trying to jumpstart this offense that finished 27th in passing in 2023. On 3rd down, it's Williams. He finds his big tight end, Everett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Swift, and he will take this one across into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll manage only a couple. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd down and 8. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Oh, yeah. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's a 3rd down and 4. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Bears. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
This brought in out past the 20. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got the hook up there to Odunze.
Yeah.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Bears first down.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. on the ground for the first time. This is Khalil Herbert. And a good run there on second down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Herbert. A second effort, and he is in. Khalil Herbert. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears move out on top, 14-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now he takes off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
On the quick, right?
On 2nd down, Stroud. Now he'll run.
Well, the quarterback didn't gain a whole lot there, Mike, but frankly, he didn't need a whole lot either. Nice job understanding the situation, when to pull it down, and he's able to pick up the 1st down on his own.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Williams trying to get his guys set quickly. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. A play fake. Now Williams again working deep downfield. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. So we're at halftime here on Sunday. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
On second down, it's Williams. That's to the tight end, Komet. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Got it. Ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jeff Okuda, former 3rd overall pick in the draft. They're on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And now it's 4th down. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
South. Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Stroud. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to... He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. From the 25... First and 10.
Let's go.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And they are not gonna catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Fortunate that that was not worse for the offense. The pressure's on. They knock it out of the quarterback's hands. But only a safety instead of the defense getting a touchdown.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, Mike, you always have that clock in your head, but that clock has to speed up even quicker when you find yourself dropping in your own end zone. And fortunately for them, that fumble doesn't lead to a touchdown, but instead results in the 2-point safety.
This will be returnable from his own 15. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll put Everett in motion here. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards. They'll come up here first and 10. They'll go again with Swift. Trying to tiptoe around the defenders there. He'll wind up with a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Here we go.
To throw is Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down. He'd missed twice already, but this one goes through. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here's Steven Sims to return it. and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. Catch made, that's Woods.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. 3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That is caught. What a throw. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Texans offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears stretch things out even further. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Sims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Back into the hands of Dell. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears add on to their already sizable lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Sims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. That one knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll run. It's Swift. There goes Swift. 1st down and more. DeAndre Swift. And he is unstoppable. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will add one more onto their big lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. They'll return this from the 11. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And the defense has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think it could be pretty interesting.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 3rd and 9. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. They'll go. It's Swift. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Stroud. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he...
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's a handoff to Swift. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, set.
Throwing is Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Here we go. One final play. He's going to dial up another deep ball. So this was a win for the visiting Bears. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everyone.
jail on the big low. Where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on her. You better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players. My folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood. Motivation on top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em glow, stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get 'em glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, glow, curbing, no curbing, my jail on the gag, low. Gag, low.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in me, she just made a big. I got rolling over.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them to avoid losing them next season.
I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa.
Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.
My soul, now they taking pictures.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up. Ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not what my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your team's levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And our focus goes to Jalen Johnson.
He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Bears and the Colts, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And leading them out to the #1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Off the play fake, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he's throwing deep down that side of the field. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Williams from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick, who unfortunately had that rookie season cut short at just 4 games. Good to have him back from Florida, Anthony Richardson.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if there's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's an option play to the left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 25. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 19. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They're all already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He throws a bullet to the center. That's caught at the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears get 6 more on their early advantage. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming here from the 12. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jalen Johnson with the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. The scoreboard reads... Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They have it on 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Colts ready for the punt. Khalil Herbert's returning for the Bears. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. First down, Williams. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. So that brings up 2nd down. To throw, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Williams. He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Colts will take over. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, Taylor. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Straight ahead with Taylor. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition... of the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
Here we go. Here we go. Check go.
Now Richardson to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. He put some juice on a deep, big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears push their lead to 18. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden rating. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 14-yard line.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts in possession. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Running right, this is Taylor. And he takes it forward to the 12 for a small gain. Just a couple of yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down. Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. So no return. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got 1st down from the 31. To throw is Williams. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bears in front. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City. to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. George Pickens with a touchdown catch from Russell Wilson. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Tank Dell, a touchdown reception. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Colts. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line.
Let's go. Good for a Colts.
First down throw here from Richardson. Finds him over the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. All right, here we go. Second down. Takes off right out of the read option. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Complete out to the right side. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on first down, and when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Come on.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. Along the right sideline. There's space. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick-6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Option give to Taylor. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. He'll try left side out of the option. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throw throwing now, Richardson. And they had that one contained right at the line. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned it.
And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Punt team on the field. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Here's Swift on 2nd down. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3. And on 3rd down, the Colts going with a nickel here. Williams on the play action. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Chicago brings out the punting unit. It's away, came off his foot wrong instantly, low and short here. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Colts offense set to head out. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Richardson. That one finds Josh Downs. Decent gain here, but short of... All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, sack, ring it, smash.
Here's Richardson. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, here's Swift. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Some hurry-up offense here from Williams. Staying grounded with Swift. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All set up now for 1st and 10. Going to run again with Swift. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
1st and goal, Chicago.
1st and goal, Swift. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Offense working quickly. Again, it's going to be Swift. And he takes it into the end zone for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears continue piling it on here in the fourth. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Bears offense, look at this. They haven't moved. They're going for two. They'll try to run it in. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And the last time we saw him, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Richardson back to throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go. Go.
Running behind center with Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They've got to keep moving quick here. On 3rd down, here's Swift. Has a big hole left. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Bears continue adding to an insurmountable lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears grow their lead yet again. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. He was looking for Michael Pittman. So that brings up 4th and long. On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Bears running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Santos now for the extra point. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. So the Bears take this one on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start.
Yes, them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure 8 when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we don't need either weight. If you get it to the top of the plate. Wanna run it up, run it up, all night. If the lights went down, get your kip up, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I the sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no heads, just shoot it. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in that
Easily see how many players. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
You gotta prove it. Stealing, they first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you.
Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of yours.
Your sensation, my fixation.
Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of yours.
Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that I feel. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey.